your roof. It's the most important protection against nature for your home or your business. That's why I trust the experts at Exterior Home Solutions.
I'm Rob Lewis. This is Grant Ramey. This is the Exterior Home Solutions Fast Break. And man, Grant, I don't know that Rick Barnes could have written a script that had it unfold any more perfectly than it did this afternoon.
No, and to win 86-51 and to be tied at 24 with 4.5 left in the first half and to outscore them 62-27, whatever that is from there. Pretty insane. I mean, in College Station, you saw what the Tennessee team looked like when their three best players don't look like their three best players. Dalton Knecht, Jonas Haydu, and Zakai Ziegler. And then tonight you saw what this team looks like when their three best players are their three best players. And they play Tennessee's brand of defense. I mean, they dominate.
They did. I mean, there's a lot to unpack. But, man, Zakai, I don't know that you'll ever see a guy hit 3 shots and have more of an impact on a basketball game than he did tonight.
I mean, 9 points, 9 rebounds for a 5'9" guy, 14 assists, and 4 steals, too. And he checked out with 2.5 left.
And a couple of those steals were instant layups, too.
Right.
I mean, like just where he just fleeced somebody in the backcourt.
And there's been 1 triple-double in Tennessee basketball history.
Tyler Smith.
And Dalton scores 24 and had 7. And Jonas had 18, 14, and 3.
Yeah. I can't remember whose Towers was against, but it was a nobody in non-conference. It was not a revenge game on prime time on ESPN. No, it was not. I thought, Grant, the most impressive thing to me about this team, and I'm really not surprised, but it just illustrates their mental toughness and how they approach things. They got beat up on the glass in Texas A&M. They shot 37% from the field, and Radford and
Wade Taylor
killed them.
Went off.
Tonight, Wade Taylor had 9 points with 3 minutes into the game.
Yep.
He walked out of here with 11.
And Tyrese Radford went pretty pedestrian.
He got into double figures, but
it was like 11.
And was 4 of 16 to get there.
Right.
50-33 on the boards. That is a statement. And Tennessee shot 52% for the game. It was just, I mean, every box that I'm sure Rick had on the chalkboard, Tennessee checked it with an exclamation point.
Yeah, and I thought Texas A&M kind of rolled over in the second half in a little bit, and I thought Tennessee kept his foot down, almost like they remembered 2 weeks ago. I thought that might have been the motivation for this thing, waiting on this rematch. But when we talked to Rick a few minutes ago, he said it was more about Missouri and how bad they were in the first half, I guess, against a bad team. Rick didn't say that, but that's what he means. And they weren't mentally prepared, and Rick told them, if you have this mental preparation from here on out, you only got 7 games left. And I think that maybe that got their attention more than losing the way they did in A&M, probably the most uncompetitive 40 minutes of basketball they've played, but they've bounced back.
I was just really impressed with it. I mean, Texas A&M scored 86 2 weeks ago. They scored 35 fewer points tonight than they did just 2 weeks ago. And Zakai was great. Dalton, I mean, this is how good Dalton is. He had 24 tonight. It was quiet.
Right.
I mean,
it just felt like another game for Dalton.
Barely created a ripple.
Right.
Just, smooth little 24 on 7 to 14 shooting. And, just a lot to like about this team. I thought the rebounding was incredible. And, we haven't mentioned it. Congrats to Coach Barnes.
Right.
800th career win.
800.
That's pretty big time.
196 at Tennessee, I believe. I think he's 3rd all-time at Tennessee behind Ramirez and Don DeVoe.
Okay, and I'll be the first to tell you, and I'll tell Coach too, I thought he was cooked when he got here.
Really?
I did. I thought he was cooked. I thought Tennessee had, hired, I freely admit that. Freely admit it. And what he's done here in this program over going on a decade now, I mean, it's been pretty wildly impressive.
And it's still what they have over these next 2 weeks. They have 4 quad 1 games left at Alabama, at South Carolina, Kentucky. Who am I missing? Auburn. The next one. They could potentially play into a number 1 seed.
Absolutely.
That 4th number 1 seed. This program's never been.
Arizona took a bad loss at home
and
to Washington State.
It's been Arizona, it's been North Carolina, it's been Tennessee for a minute, so that's still up for grabs. Tennessee has more quad 1s left than anybody in the country, I would imagine, over these next 2 weeks. So he could still take them somewhere else that they haven't been before.
Yep, agreed. It was a great day, revenge day. Tennessee got revenge. They looked great doing it, and it was kind of a feel-good evening.
And Buzz stayed on the sidelines.
Buzz did stay on the sidelines. That's a great one to close on. I like George Costanza. We're going to end on a high note.
It's my jerk store.
It's Grant Ramey. I'm Rob Lewis. This has been the Exterior Home Solutions Fast Break.